So Gordon Gill is described as a master builder specializing in sustainable and performance-based architecture. He's Jamaican-born, world-respected architect whose work ranges from the world's largest buildings to sustainable communities, and he's with us now. Good morning. Welcome to Smile Jamaica. How are you?
Good morning, Neville. I'm very good, thanks. Thank you for having me.
It is our pleasure, and congratulations on all that you have achieved thus far. And for some strange reason, I feel you don't done yet. I think you have much more to do. But let me go from the top. Bring me up to date from when you were here in Jamaica, where you were in Jamaica, why you left us, and how long ago you left us.
Well, that seems like a long, long time ago. But I was born in Kingston. Medical associates, grew up in Sinad, went to school in Sinad near Moneague. Had a great teacher. I saw you were talking about heroes earlier, and she's definitely one of my heroes. Her name was Monica Lawrence. My family moved to Toronto in 1974. So that was a huge transition. Grew up in Toronto, went to school in the States, did my master's degrees here in the States, and then came to Chicago, which I've been in Chicago now for 30 years. So still coming back to Jamaica on a regular basis. Can't live without it. So I'm down there often.
Yeah, but you went to the Carteret too, didn't you?
I did. I went to the Carteret when I was 9 years old.
Okay. When did the love, the fascination of architecture, how did you even know what architecture was, and why did you go there?
You know, Neville, to be honest with you, I had no idea what I was doing. And that's the truth. I just, when I was a little boy, I used to draw things and draw buildings. And my parents were kind enough to indulge me by buying me bags of cement. So I'd build the cities in our backyard on the hillside in St. Anne. And, not until recently, a couple of years ago, maybe 10 years ago, my mother, whose birthday it is today, by the way. She's 96 years old today.
Wow.
In Toronto, so happy birthday. My mother gave me a note from my teacher that said, Gordon will be an architect. And she's had that note since I was probably 6 years old, and she never gave it to me until about 10 years ago. So I guess I just have it in my system somehow, and I'm still trying to figure it out. So all good.
Quite humble. I like that. What does an architect do?
Well, that's a huge question. We are kind of fortunate to kind of sit at an intersection of the built environment. And so we are responsible for kind of envisioning places, spaces, everything from buildings to cities. We're constantly mediating cultures, budgets, politics, construction. We have a tremendous amount of responsibility for the life safety of the people that use our buildings. And so it becomes a very involved kind of process. On the one hand, it's a very creative endeavor. On the other hand, there's a lot of science. And I think overall, there's a very deep kind of responsibility for leaving a product or leaving a legacy that has value to the communities that we work in. So we do not take our responsibilities lightly.
Yeah. In introducing you just now, I mentioned sustainable communities. What is a sustainable community? What do you mean by that?
Yeah. So when we talk about sustainability, we talk about cultural sustainability, economic sustainability. We certainly talk about energy and things like embodied carbon. So for us, we're looking to create environments where people can live well, hopefully better than they were living before, and do it in a manner that's feasible over the kind of life cycle of that community. We are constantly looking at what's appropriate. It's very different depending on where you are on the planet. So, you can imagine Dubai different than New York, different than Kingston. So we have to kind of put ourselves in the shoes of those that we're working for and understand what's best for them.
Yeah. You've done great work, huge work in the Middle East. How did that come about? How did you get connected with that?
Well, we've been in the Middle East for probably 20 years. And we've had the good fortune of our partner emeritus, Adrian Smith, who did Burj Khalifa, which was, is currently the world's tallest building. And that certainly set the table for us to continue our work in the Middle East. When we started this firm in 2006, we were invited to do a project there, which was built across the street from Burj Khalifa, and we've been there ever since. So I actually just got back from Dubai on last Wednesday. So we're still there.
So you have much more to do there, I suspect.
I hope so. I mean, it's a wonderful place to work. It has transformed tremendously in the last 20, 25 years and continues to do so. Like everywhere else, it has its ups and downs. But we're in Dubai, we're in Cairo, we're in Riyadh, we're in Jeddah. We have had conversations with people in Doha and Qatar. And hopefully we'll be invited to Oman pretty soon. So we love the region. We love working there. It's very rich in terms of history and potential.
Yeah. When you talk about tall buildings and the tallest in the world, and you're asked to do something like that, you don't get a little nervous that, boy, you have to get this perfect. I was going to say get it right, but you have to get it more than right. Isn't that a little nerve-wracking?
They are unforgiving, Neville. They are unforgiving. But to be honest with you, doing the tallest building in the world gives us a lot of discipline. It gives us a lot of rigor around the product. And if we were doing a town or a village or your house, to be honest, we'd be applying the same kind of rigor. It's just that the tallest building in the world is very demanding from a scientific standpoint. So yes, some of the projects are less demanding scientifically, but in terms of getting it right, we don't have much of a choice. We can't get anything wrong. That's the trick.
I understand. I was going to ask you what you miss about Jamaica, but you already said you come here often enough, so maybe you don't miss anything about Jamaica, or do you?
I miss Jamaica often. We're moving in from summer to fall right now. If you look outside, it's probably about 56 degrees. Yep. We're moving into the kind of damp season. So, I miss Jamaica often, but I do my best to come back and get a good dose as often as I can.
Any regrets overall that you've done? Any regrets? Anything that you say, well, maybe I could have done that a little better. Maybe if I got it again, I would do it differently. Any regrets there?
Not really. To be honest, I consider myself to be extremely fortunate. I'm very lucky. I have no real regrets. I think that it's very hard to explain why I'm able to sit here and talk to you today and all the things that have transpired over my life. So I'm very thankful for my position. I'm very thankful for my opportunities. So I don't have a lot of regret.
Yep. Awarded a doctorate of technology by the University of Technology. Congrats on that, sir. So I should have.
Thank you, sir.
I should have said good morning, Dr. Gill.
No. That was an honorable doctorate, and I was.
I know. Anyone you want to say hi to before you go, sir?
I just wanted to say hello to all my friends in Kingston and in Jamaica, and of course, I want to wish my mother a very happy 96th birthday.
All right. Thank you so much for spending some time with us this morning. Blessings to you and your family, sir. And congrats again. Amazing work that you do. And as I said at the top, I think you have much more to do. Hopefully, I'll see you when next time you come to Jamaica. Blessings.
That would be wonderful. Thank you, Neville. All the best.
And thank you, sir. Architect, Dr. Gordon Gill.